Good morning, guys. So we have some super exciting news this morning. Clea is just watching Mr. Tumble whilst I got ready, and eventually the last ewe on the farm, but Doris has had twins. So I've just got myself dressed, ready to rock, and we are going to head up to the yard now. So I've got loads to sort out up there because currently they are all in one stable, which isn't ideal. Doris and Delilah haven't really been very maternal, if you would like to say. So currently, if you watched my Instagram stories yesterday, then I had put Delilah and her lambs just free range in Barney's stable, and then Doris was going to go in there overnight until she had her own. Well, last night she had her own, and yeah, she's not very maternal. So basically I need to go up to the yard and create a pen for Doris and her lambs, and yeah, I thought I'd take you with me. You all guys seem to really like the lamb content, and obviously now with it being finished on the farm, it's slowed down quite a lot, and I've never actually done a little like vlog for YouTube, so I thought I'd do one today. So we are going to head up to the yard now and go and see the little lammies. Well, Sean has made a bit of a makeshift pen this morning. Fantastic. However, the lambs aren't where they're meant to be. So, right, we're going to get the lambs in with her first and then try and see if they want to suckle.
Roll away and hide and burn away the light. Oh, everybody loves Sweet Caroline. She got everybody eaten out of the palm of her hand. And her mother and her father.
I'll show you, but the end of her nipple has a little wax bit on it, and that just needs to come off. That was quite the ordeal. She didn't really let me touch her nips, but you know, who does? So she's definitely got milk there. Well, she's got colostrum. So the lambs, I really sort this pen out because the lambs keep getting out, but I need to make sure they suck first. Bit of breath now. Bit of wool in my mouth, that's nice. Need to make sure they suck first because this first 24-hour period she's got loads of colostrum, so it's best for them to get the colostrum from the mum. She makes the antibodies that they need, she knows what they need, so it's better for them to have that than us supplementing it at this point. However, if we do need to supplement, then we do. Like, it's, you know, it happens, it's life. So I'm just going to see if I can try and get them to suck. She's not that willing, as I said before, she's not very maternal, so I mean, she is giving him a sniff now, but we'll see. See what happens. Easy, girl. Right. So we all know animals can be infuriating, and I've had to just get out of the pen and just walk away from it because I'm going to lose my shit because I'm so annoyed. I'm not annoyed, but it's just, it is annoying when you're trying everything you can to get them to latch, to get her to stay still, and they just won't open their mouths. So they probably haven't had a feed at all since they've been born. Sean came up at 7 and they were here then, so not very long. Potentially around like, maybe like 6-ish they were born, I don't know. Anyway, so I'm gonna go make up a bottle now. No, I want to. And then bring up a jug and milk her, so I've got a bit of her milk. I'm also gonna bring up, I'm gonna try and find the crush for them. We've got like a little gate which has got like a head crush in it, which basically makes them stand still. So I'm going to try and find that and bring that up because she won't stand still. She's beating them off of her. Basically, I think what's happened is that Delilah wasn't maternal at all. She's now become quite maternal. So potentially, it might not have happened, but potentially, where they were all born in together, Delilah's actually licked them off. And so she's like literally, I don't know if you can see in there, but she's hating them. Like, she's just beating them around like there's no tomorrow. not paying any attention to them at all. She's acting slightly more interested than she was, but she was just beating them off. So I'm gonna go up and make a bottle, try and find that head crush, and then we'll go from there, I guess. Oh, why couldn't either of these been easy? I mean, Delilah's 3 are easy now, but they weren't. So yeah, I'm gonna go and do that now. See you in a bit. Right. That's it. Stand up. Right guys, so we've had to put this in, so it's basically like a head crush for the sheep. She will not stand still to be milked, she will not stand still for the lambs to suckle, and they need to. So basically put her in here, there's some silage, water and nuts down the other side, so she can't eat and stuff, like she's not being starved or anything. She can eat, but it just means that, I mean she's not standing that still, but it just means that she will stand partially still and she can't run about as much as she was and like beat the lambs over and stuff, because she can't get out. So I'm not going to sit here for the next like 10-15 minutes just trying to milk her a little bit, get the lambs to suck, just get her used to that feeling and that sensation, I guess, because when she's used to it she'll probably will allow them to suck and it'll be absolutely fine and she won't need that, fingers crossed. But obviously we'll have to see and play it by ear. So yeah, I'm going to crack on with that now, and then where's that little lamb gone? I'm going to crack on with that now and get some food into them both, and then yeah. Good girl. Good girl.
Is divers mine or yours? I've never been sure. Oil on the drive as she's pulling away. You know it's a mistake, but it's far too late to say. Well, you can keep it, I don't need it anymore.
So we've just got back to the yard after having lunch. Number one, okay, a couple of things before I say anything. I'm hoping this is going to be more stable now, because I figured there is a camera stabilised button. So you know, before I was quite like this. Hopefully it'll be more stable now. And number two, I had an exciting delivery come. I think last year at badminton, no, it must have been the year before last. Year before last at badminton, I brought some of the Fonte Verde Marvio, is that how you say it, boots? And I love them, lived in them. Anyway, the zips broke after like 6 months, and it took me ages to get my arse in gear and actually email Fonte Verde, and then they really kindly have re-zipped them, and I've just got them back, and I love them. They're so comfy. I'm so glad I got them back, because they are literally like a live-in country riding go to Tesco's sort of boot. So yeah, anyway, that's my exciting news. More important matters, I'm just boiling the kettle and I've got some colostrum ready to make up, because she really doesn't actually have that much milk. Well, she doesn't have that much colostrum herself, and it's really thick, which is fine, but it's just harder for them to suck. So I'm going to put her back in her head crush in a minute, and then we're going to give it a go. But basically she's favouring one over the other. She is quite happy licking and bleating and blaring at the girl. However, the boy, she's not overly keen on. She keeps kicking him to one side, and she's just not very nice to him in general. So I am going to put her back in the head crush, just so it makes it a bit easier, and that he can get some food and get the bottle ready and just top them up with that. So yeah, that is the plan right now.
Roll away and hide and burn everybody loves sweet Caroline. She got everybody eating out of the palm of her hand. And her mother.
Right, so as I don't know how much they have drunk, or if they've even drunk anything since it's been gone, I am just going to top them up with some colostrum here. So, in here, I'm going to make it in Kalia's baby bottle. It's easier to shake. So, and also I've got the right measurements. So I need, for every 2 scoops of this, you need 75 ml of water. So I'm just going to fill this up in the kettle. So 150 in there because, why because? 150 in there because I'm making 2 bottles. Or I'm making enough for 2. And then 4 scoops of, I'm just going to shake it up in her bottle. I say it's her bottle, it's not. This is now a yard bottle, like she doesn't actually drink out of this, obviously. Make sure it's all nicely mixed in. And then pour it in here. Right, that's super hot, so I'm going to leave it for a minute. But while that's being left, I'm just going to go get her colostrum that I've milked from her, and then that can also go in there too. So this stuff is, that you can really see, Doris's colostrum. Obviously, this is so much yellower than this when you put them both together. And it's much thicker. Now I need to warm this up a little bit. 1, so it won't be quite so thick. Put that in there for a minute. And 2, because they're not going to drink it when it's cold. So I'm going to do that, pop the rest in here, and then they're going to have half of this bottle each. Right, so get her up here. And as much as it looks horrible, she'll struggle to hurt herself. Come on. Okay, so when her head's in, you want to close these. Not too tight, obviously, that she can't breathe, but tight enough that she can't get her head out. And then we've got these little pins that go in. Oh, like that. Now, she can't get her head out of here, which is great, because it means that, I mean, she's wriggling around like she's in pain. She's really, really not. It doesn't hurt. It's not tight enough to be like clenching around her neck. It's tight enough that she can't get the widest part of her head out. So then, now she's in there and can't move very much. Before I feed them the bottle, I'm just going to try and feed them from her. Easy. Yeah, easy. Nice. There's a good lamb. It's not very smart. It latches, has a suck, and then stops. So either she has been letting it suck by itself. All right, here we go. There we go. This one I'm not too worried about because she likes this one, so I'd imagine she would let this one feed. The other one she doesn't like. She is standing a lot more still. She's a lot happier to feed. Let's see if he can do it by himself. Or she. I think it's a girl actually. Come on, little one. Up there. Oh, don't fall over. Come on. No, you're a bit silly, aren't you? Easy. No, not up there. And they're quite strong for being such small little animals. There we go. You hear it? Mm. Can you hear it? Mm. So, I'll try and get them to feed as much as possible from her, because that's ideally what we want the end game to be. We don't want to have to be bottle feeding them. So I want them to feed us. So where we are at is Doris doesn't like one of her lambs. She keeps being it off. She's been in the crush and they can't actually feed unless I'm there, because she's still moving her back end around so much that they can't latch on, which is highly irritating. The lineless ones are all good. I'm just chilling. But yeah, that is a day in the life of lambing, and it's infuriating and it's rewarding and it's just life. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm sure I will update you all very, very soon on how the lambs are doing. But for now, I will see you all again soon.